Classical Conversations, Cycle 3, Week 15, Science. So this week the question is, what are some parts of an atom? And of course, we have the student rephrase the question as a sentence, or restate the question as a sentence. So they would say, some parts of an atom are. There happen to be 6 parts listed of the atom, and when you restate that question as a sentence, there happen to be 6 words that you say before the list. So you could do the same motion we did for some parts of an atom are, blowing into your A, like God breathed life into Adam when he created him. So you could do that for that. Or if you want, you can put one finger up for each word you say when you restate it, and that'll help you remember that there's 6 things that you have to list. Okay, so I'm going to say some parts of an atom are. Okay, so there were six words there, 6 things I need to list. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to kind of I'll try to use similar or same motions as I did for some of these words which were in our earlier sentences. But I'm going to try to kind of connect them all together with one theme or maybe like a little story of sorts. And I'm going to pretend like maybe here I'm out on my own for the first time or something, and I didn't have much money to buy a TV, so I got this really old, beat up TV, like just an old box of a TV. You know, we all have these flat TVs now, so that I was able to get for free. Somebody was giving away just an old TV. So I'm excited. I have a TV I got for free. I'm gonna try to use this. So I'm gonna clean it up so it looks new. Okay, so nucleus. So like we did before, I'm gonna clean it. Nucleus. Oh, it looks like new because it's all clean. So that plays off the new, and the sounds like clean. Okay, so nucleus. Good as new. Okay. All right. So then for protons, now that I have my old TV, my old new TV, all cleaned up, I have to put it up on my shelf so I can watch it. So, but man, this thing weighs a ton. Okay, so before we did protons, like we were rowing a boat that weighed a ton for protons. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick this thing up and it weighs a ton. So protons. Okay, this thing weighs a ton. Okay. All right, so protons, and then of course now that I have it on my shelf, I want to plug it in so that I can turn it on. Okay, and I need to plug it into the electrical outlet, so I'm going to get electricity to turn it on. So I'm going to pretend that I'm plugging it in and turning it on, like we did for electrons before. Okay, so electrons. All right, but I plug it in and I try to turn it on, and it doesn't work. Quarks is our next word. Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, let me bang it to get the quirks out of it. Okay, so you kind of play off of those words. Quirks and works sound kind of like quarks. Okay, so I plugged it in. Man, I gotta bang the quarks out of this thing. Try to bang it to get it to work. Okay, all right. Of course, banging something is not usually a good way to get it to work, but we all do it. So quarks. Okay, and then I'm gonna say, man, leptons. Somebody must have left this on, and it broke. Okay, so leptons, it got left on too long. Okay, all right, sometimes if something gets left on, it might burn out or break. The TV, okay, this isn't gonna break because you leave it on too long, but the best I could do. Okay, so I'm just gonna go leptons. Somebody must have left it on too long and it doesn't work. Leptons. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my hands on my hips and be like, neutrons. Man, I guess if I want a TV that turns on, TV turns on, I'm going to have to buy a new one. So, neutrons. I can't be a cheapskate and take a free old TV. I have to buy a new one for neutrons. To get it to turn on, neutrons. Has to be new. Okay? All right, so I don't know if that will make sense to anybody else but me. But anyways, I saw a theme there and I just went with it. So I hope it helps you out. Have a great week.